Oh, ran right into that rock. Alright guys, so first up, I don't have much of a good place to film any kind of special things. I even made a little cardboard ramp. Anyways, I think what we're going to do is try to race around these two tetherball poles. Just one lap, a little bit of coordination. There's some bumps and rocks in the way. So I think that's what we're going to start with the dune buggy. Unfortunately, I don't have a way to time it. I have a kitchen timer right here, but I didn't have a good way to have that sitting there in front of the camera while it's attached to my remote control. Alrighty. Alright, in 3, 2, 1. Big bump. Okay, close to the pole, slid it around. Okay, big bump. Will it survive it? It did. Slide the buggy again. Ooh, that's going to be a good lap and finish. Alright, this is going to be my last lap. I can't make a clean one with this buggy. Drives okay, but man, I'm all over the place. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, no. Okay, let's get one more redo. Oh, broken tie rod again. In 3, 2, 1. Good drift, good drift. Big bump. Slid it around the pole again. And we have finished in 11 seconds, it looked like. All right, time for the rally car. Let's see if I can get a clean lap out of this thing. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, busted the suspension right off the line. What do we have? It looks like a broken lower control arm and ball joint. Hang on a second. All right, in 3, 2, 1. God, I can't get one freaking lap. All right, in 3, 2, 1. Oh, hit that rock. All right, in 3, 2, 1. Oh, and I dropped my dingus phone. All right, hang on. Get back over here, car. Get back over here. Reverse, reverse. Back it up there. All right, back at the start line. Let's go ahead and restart that. All right, in 3, 2, 1. Okay, nice and tight around the pole. A little loose. Watch out for the rock. Big bump. And across the finish line. Oh, I forgot to have the timer on the goodie, but that was 13 seconds. All right, let me actually try to keep the car in the camera view the whole time. In 3, 2, 1. A little loose on the start. Tight around the pole. Oh, I hit that rock. That's going to affect our time. And across the finish line. Oh, actually on my foot. That was 14 seconds. Come on, one freaking lap out of this thing where I don't hit a rock or hit the pole. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, got a little bit loose right there. And across the finish line in 12 seconds, maybe 13. All right, final lap, and we're changing cars for this race. In 3, 2, 1. Tied around the pole. And 12 seconds. All right, and I figured since we had the rally car, the dune buggy, we needed something just a little bit more different, maybe something more rugged. What we've got here is our rock bouncer. It's a servo and axle steering. Just some kind of little no-named RC car motor unit in the back that I put a black Knex rigid rod all the way through, machined a couple of bushings. Also on 2S LiPo, we got rear suspension, front suspension, and essentially it's just radius arms in the front. Let's see how this bad boy does. Alright, I really haven't driven this thing much yet. I built it last night. So we're going to see what it does and how crappily I could drive this thing. Alright, in 3, 2, 1. Oh. Hang on. Why is it dead? Hang on. Ooh, it looks like we might have a bad receiver. Luckily, I make everything with JST connectors, so I'm going to take one of them out of one of these cars here. Well, crap. Yeah, just so you guys can see, there it is inside there. When I turn it on, I get the little blue light for a second. The servo twitches, and then it just dies. Well, maybe that receiver was meant for 1S, and the 2S is not so good. All right, bear with me for a second. Get out. Yep. Well. Okay, let's get the one out of this car. And you know, while I'm doing this is a good time to tell you guys, pretty much all my batteries are this, which I think is called Dean's, but everything that they plug into is JST. I even made a little Dean's to JST adapter so I can run a really small LiPo battery, or I can run my bigger ones with Dean's. But all my motor units, I wire them all up with JST. That way I can pretty much just take the receiver out of any one of these, swap it all around. I could build these motor units kind of any way I want, but as long as the wiring's the same, I could kind of universally utilize them on any build. So that's kind of nice, and they're also good for backups in case one goes bad, like that little piece of crap right there. Well, give me 2 minutes, we'll be on the road with this thing. Oh no. It looks like the wheels are moving fast, they're just vibrating. I think the electric motor is bad. Oh. Yeah, that thing's no good. Come on. Come on, friend. Come on. Well, that's not going to do for a race, is it? Well, sorry, guys. I was really hoping this thing would be up and running. It seemed like it was going to be pretty freaking durable and fast last night. But I guess 2S killed the crap out of this little motor inside here. Well, I guess that one will come back in a later video. Alright, say bye. Hey, they stopped. Alright. Well, we got our lap times in. Kind of, sorta. 2 out of 3 cars ran. That ain't bad. But now I think we're just going to go ahead and go do a little yeet action and see how far they land. And see which one survives the best. Let's see. I think we're going to go ahead and start it off on concrete. So I can get a good run up to it. Yeah, that ought to do it. And then they're probably going to land, I'm going to say, probably right there. And in a lot of pieces. So that'll be fun. Oh, nope. I was going to miss. Oh. I got to turn down the steering rate on this thing. It is way too twitchy. Okay. Okay, here we go. God damn. You, sir, have been drinking. You know, I watch people like Kevin Talbot and stuff do all these RC videos, and they make it look so easy to record this stuff while their phone's on the transmitter. But it is not that easy, man. Okay, let's go for like 4th attempt. Just trying to yeet the darn thing. Wow, it actually kind of survived that. Oh, What kind of damage do we have? That axle doesn't look so square inside there. What do we break? Oh, it looks like we broke. Ooh, a trailing arm. All right, let me fix that. All right, we're back in business. Okay, let's see if we can get a side view of it. A lot harder to drive it from the side view, but... Look at that, we're just going to keep on going. We're not even going to take a look at what kind of damage we've got. The car looks like it's leaning a little, oh, a whole bunch, so that's okay. Full speed off the ramp. Look, it just wants to do donuts all day. You know, I was just putting this thing back together and whatnot, and it looks like we're missing a few parts from the front, but you know what, that's okay. Yeah, we're just missing a little bottom of the bumper there. You know, see how we got that on that side? Right there. And I've looked everywhere, and I don't know where it is. Well, that's okay. Here we go. We're going to jump it again. Oh! Ball joint this time. Dang it. Well, oh, and look at my little spoiler, man. We got some active aero going on back here. All right, final one, and we're going for the buggy. Nice. It looks like we're still driving. We're doing all right. All right, we got the buggy out there. Here we go. Oh! Lost the spoiler and is dragging his buttocks on the ground. Look at that. Oh boy. Oh boy, let's get back. Let's get that back over there. Hang on. Alright, all good. Let's try that again. Where am I going? There we go. Again! I think that's just the weak point with this thing. Yep. You get back in there. Alright, I think we're all good. Let's go ahead and try this one more time. Will it break in the same spot? Probably, because I keep doing the same jump at about the same speed. Alright. I don't know why I'd expect anything different. Okay, we're going to try to jump it straight at us. There we go. We're going to get lined up. Steering trim's a little off. Yep. You know, who would have thought? Same jump, third time, and did the exact same thing. I think even the spoiler landed exactly in the same spot. You know, give or take a few atoms side to side. All right, let me get this little goodie fixed. All right, we're good to go again. Well, not sure which one jumped further. You know, to be honest, I kind of completely forgot to take a look. That's okay, we had fun nonetheless. So I think we're just going to kind of go up and down some of these trails. Ooh, oh, I thought that was a yellow Knex rod. A little rough trail action going on. Okay, let's see if I can get some cinematic masterpiece. Oh. Uh-oh. That's another problem, guys. It's a frickin' open differential in this thing. Look, I can hold one tire, and the other one goes. And I can hold that one, and the other one goes. That's an open diffie. We don't want that in the car world. Like, a lot of my cars have welded differentials. Yeah, it's kind of annoying once in a while. Kills the hell out of tires. But it's a whole lot more fun. My off-road Mustang's had a welded differential for 10 years now. And 80, 90,000 miles. And, yeah, no, I highly recommend it. All right, just gonna miss some obstacles. I think I almost hit the building. I don't know. Oh, I hit the stick. Meow. Meow. You know, these definitely aren't the fastest. I built a few 3S powered Knex creations. I've gotten it to 48 miles an hour. But man, at those kind of speeds and RPM, it just destroys Knex. So I tried doing bearings, and it's just without a 3D printer or sitting there and filing stuff out by hand out of a solid piece of plastic, it's just not going to do so well. Kind of each run with a speed record card that I've built was pretty much a one-time shot. You know, you spend all day or night or a week building it, and yeah, you send it down the road at 50, and yeah, one little thing breaks, and it's just in the ditch, and now you're just cleaning it up with a plastic bag, and at the end of the day, all you have is a plastic bag full of spare parts and a carcass of a car. All right, look, can I push this ball? Maybe I could try to make one of these cars push a ball into a goal. Let's see here. Oh, maybe. Let's see here. Look at that. We're going for it. We're doing it. We're pushing a ball. Okay, now let's see if I can bring it back. No, come back. Yay, I stopped the ball. Okay, we're going to try to bring it back over here. Oh, let's let it roll over here some more. Okay, I'm chasing after it. Nope. God, I cannot get anything in the screen here. I just keep looking at the car and not looking at my phone. Okay. All right, we're pushing it that way. Racing the ball. Can I stop it? Oh, it just ran me over. What do we have? We have broken. Oh, it ran over my spoiler. That's okay. All right, let me get the ball back over here. It'll take a little bit of practice, so bear with me. I don't normally do the talking videos or the long videos. Well, really, I don't do any videos. I've only been on YouTube with this channel for like, what, 12 days or 14 days or something like that. But this is what I do as my hobby. You know, being self-employed in California has its goods and bads. And this is what I do to kind of relax. You know, during the day I hate cars, but at night I build them out of a defunct 30-year-old kid's toy because, well, I'm an idiot. All right, so look, I can push the ball. We're releasing the ball. Let's see if I can go up ahead of it. Yeah, I stopped the ball. All right. Can I push the ball over the ramp? Nope. I could probably eventually. Look at that, we're pushing the ball along. I think you could play soccer with some RC cars. But, you know, I'm the only person here right now. Did we get kerchowed again? I did kerchow. Hang on, let's get this little goodie all fixed. Oh, and that. Okay, we're going to use this ball to get that thing unstuck. Well, that didn't work. Okay. Oh, look! My pieces from earlier. That's probably when I hit that rock. All right, we got the rally car back out. There's something rubbing. Oh, probably those wires under the car. Ooh, and that trailing arm not being connected. Hang on. All right, I think we're all good now. The rally car, I think, is definitely more fun to drive, only because like you can see the body moving. Oh, it rolled it on just a little thing of palm tree. But I think a rally car like this is a lot more fun than the buggy. You can see the body moving more. Being that you have like fenders over the tires, you have more of like a relative distance between the tire and the fender. I don't know, it just looks a lot more cool. You can see it lean through the corners. If I could actually get it in my screen, there we go. Yeah, kind of hard to tell with this light. There you go, yeah, you can see it leaning the whole... Oh! Almost ran myself over. Okay, let's see if I can push this ball with this car. Yeah, all right. Oh, no, I'm stuck. There we go. Okay, we're gonna try to get the ball on the asphalt. Yay! Yeah, overall, definitely a better build than the buggy. The suspension dampening is a little bit on the soft side. I did bring an extra batch of springs with me, but every freaking bump, this thing's just hitting the ground and the headlights are pointing all wonky. But that's okay. I don't know how Kevin Talbot and all those other like RC type people record stuff. I mean, I'm holding this on my remote control and it's just a cluster. Yeah, nice old Ford. I used to have one. Mine was a 72 Sport Custom Camper Special. It was aqua and white. Original paint, too. That was back in the day when you could buy those things for like $700, $800, 12, 15 years ago. But that day's been long gone. Well, out of the two, if you don't have that many pieces, the buggy, definitely more simple to build. The suspension's a lot more resilient. It does take those special like rod lock clips. The tires, of course, are not made by Knex. They're just off some other remote control car, as is the motor unit and the ESC receiver combo. If you have quite a few pieces, definitely fun to build the rally car. You know, I think it's definitely a funner looking build, a funner driving build. Turns a lot sharper because I'm also using a full-size servo. The Dune buggy is using, I think, what they call like a 9-gram servo. I was just trying to keep this thing super lightweight, but needs a little bit of work in the back because, you know, obviously that's not supposed to be doing that. But yeah, all right. Well, both of them pretty good, except for that one. That little dingus there was dead on arrival. Little stupid. Oh yeah, my timer. All right, guys. Well, I didn't have much of a good video today, just me rambling and doing some jumps like that. Yay, 2 out of 3 cars, so on and so forth. Found my missing pieces, though, so that's good. But I'm going to go ahead and just go home and have an adult beverage. I think it's that time of day. The sun is going down. Oh, and my phone almost just fell off again. All right, guys. All right, guys, I got both controllers. And I won't have any steering control, but a little drag race. Who's going to accelerate quicker? I don't know. Is it that exciting? Not really. But here we go in 3, 2, 1. And the rally car is just doing its little thing over here. I'm going to set up the steering trim, try to make it go as straight as possible. And the dune buggy seems to go pretty straight. So let's get them both lined up again. There's that one. Hang on a second. I'm turning around the dune buggy. All right, in 3, 2, 1. Where are you going, friend? I just trimmed it so it would go straight. That's not the case.